Hey there, Chad here. Thanks for joining me. Well, this is Ostranauts, and we had a minor setback in the last episode or two, and that is the ship that I had flipped is completely gone. And I went back and I did some research, and that just has to stop. I went back and did some research, and there's very little evidence of what happened, except I can say that as of 3 hours ago on the clock, it looks like it was still there. Well, I did do some sleeping, I think, so it's a little further than that now. But at 12 o'clock or at midnight on the 14th, as of 3 to 4 hours earlier, the ship was still accessible and not in danger of colliding with the asteroid. Some speculation might be that it hit something. When we last left the ship, I checked. We had zeroed the rates as best we could. I think I had it moving 1/100th of a meter per second away. And in order to move 50 kilometers at 0.01 meters per second, you'd need like weeks. So I don't think it's Ganymede that's the problem. I'm betting something hit it and drove it away, probably into Ganymede. But it wasn't just because of where we left it, the best I can tell. And that's disappointing. I did sit in that one, the last save I had where it was intact. I went to it, sat in it, ran time, and it did not collide with anything on its own. I just kind of stood there and let time fly for a bit. Nothing indicated that it was what I had done to leave the ship. So I'm assuming an external force acted on it and it is gone. So that's where we're at there. Well, instead of giving up completely, and honestly, I kind of feel that way right now. I've had a lot of difficulties with this playthrough here the last couple of weeks. We're going to go and buy the cheapest derelict that's out there, and we're going to try fixing that up and see if we can change our luck a little bit. My one thought was I now have my main ship built out pretty well. It's not perfect. I could use a little more cargo space. The arrangement isn't outstanding with where some of the space is. Wouldn't mind adding a little more of the just general open cargo though. But ultimately, it's not in bad shape at all. I could go around and literally strip some ships as much as I possibly can, and then see where that might leave me with regards to where we are in the game. So let's take a look here and see what is the cheapest thing we can find. This is 229 rather. I thought there was one earlier for like 100. And it's not here right now. There it is, 108. It's a salvage tug. It is, how far away is it? It's 200 kilometers away. The silent majority. Well, hopefully we could find it pretty easily. I don't know. I'll go ahead and, yeah, I mean, what the heck? We'll find it. I'll track it down. I can take a shuttle to it at the very least, right? If I need to. So we'll go ahead and buy this and cross our fingers. So it is currently worth 72,000. That's, we have a good chance to make a decent profit here, and I'm all about that. Also, I would like to eventually get back to Venus like I talked about in the last video, but we'll give that a little time yet. Maybe let the soreness of losing an entire ship go away a little bit. The bad news is I had just sold all those extra parts that I didn't think I was going to need anymore. So that's something got to kind of reset at this point. I did buy food and I did clean up a little bit. I had missed a couple of spots where food had gotten delivered when I bought it. And while I was messing around, I decided I'd go ahead and buy some racks. So I got some racks that'll allow me to organize stuff a little better. And I'm going to play with that a little bit, just not right now today. We'll play with that some other time. Okay, we're going to come down here. So both my folks have slept, realizing they haven't eaten. Probably need to take care of that here real quick. And again, we have tons of food right now. Enough to get to Venus and back, I would think. That's kind of the plan. You want to have enough food for that. if you haven't made that trip, it takes a very long time, both in real time and in game time. It's not a small task to do. There's a label that your player has visited, Vorb, and I understand why. It's a trip. So just to kind of give myself enough time to grieve over the loss of the ship, what we had done is kind of parked it in this area at about 50 kilometers out. And what I did is I went way back and I found it, and it was still in this area. I went back like 3 or 4 episodes of saves, and it was still over there. There was no problem. I did fast forward it once, and like I said, and it ended up right about here where I didn't touch anything. It had drifted, but that was a little weird because I actually did that twice, and once it didn't move at all. It just hung out. So I'm not really sure what happened there. Yeah. We're still sitting here, aren't we? Yeah, we didn't undock. So there we go. Oh, there we go. 200 kilometers to the ship that we just purchased. And I already forgot the name. I'll know it when I see it, though. I like to say that. I'm almost never right. Okay, so it's inside of that range. We're sitting right at 200. Can we pause? We can pause. Okay, we're going to pause, and oh my goodness, I can't believe I can't remember the name of the damn ship. Meant to write it down, and then I got distracted thinking, oh yeah, I should mention this. We're going to track targets so that I can kind of get a better sense of where 200 is. So this one is 142. This is definitely not going to be 200 then. This could be. That might be it. I am going to go look. Oh, you know what? I can probably pull it up on my pass. It might just tell me what the name is. Silent Majority. Well, that's good. I'm afraid if I jump out there and there's like no oxygen or anything, I won't be able to get back. But at only $500, that's kind of a steal. Maybe we go ahead and put our suit on and give that a try. I could load up a cart. Yeah, let's do that. Let's load up a cart. My carts got buried here because I was loading all this stuff up really quickly. So I'm going to grab a cart, I think. I'm just really not having a lot of success here. Let's open that. I want the cart that has floor parts. That's this one. We're going to go ahead and grab 5 more of those if I can. Well, that's not quite what I meant to do, but it'll work. Yeah, there's wall parts there. So let's come back and pick him up. And then come back over here with our handy dandy cart. We're just going to toss pieces in here. So that's all wall, and that's well and good. Let's also grab some flooring. Is this where I had flooring? It is not, although there are a couple of pieces there. How about this one? It is flooring, but it is Ryoka flooring. And I guess, you know what? We're not keeping this one. So let's open this. And we're going to move these in here. Come on. We're not going to keep this ship, and there are no style points to be earned. So let's just do that. And then we'll haul this up here, get our suit on, and call pass. Actually, I'll just bring that in here with me. No reason not to do that, right? So we open here. Gotta take the shoes off. Gotta take the cargo pants off. Right there. Oh, I don't know. I think this is like a purplish color. Is that right? That'll work. And then a helmet. And then Plenty of oxygen, decent amount of battery, not enough to worry about. So, because we don't really plan on being all that long. So we're going to go open pass and $512. There we go. We're going to board the shuttle, confirm it, arrive at destination, and get off the ship. There it is. Okay. Well, there is no oxygen on this ship. And I just realized, so maybe I'll drop this. First of all, it's first things first. Let's drop that so it's sitting here. This has no power, which we would probably expect. I can't even step over there because everything is jammed up with stuff. So nav station needs to be restored. Yeah, this is going to be fun. There's no power for it. I should have brought a battery. I didn't think about that. Bringing a battery would have been a smart move because what I could do is plug it in and then the nav station would work and I could locate exactly where we are at that point. So let's slow time back down. No need to go crazy. And then we're going to go to nav map. Oh my gosh. Does that mean? Okay. Well, that's a relief. I thought I was going to not be able to get back to my ship. Trying to think if there's any other way to finagle this so we can do what I want to do. Doesn't look like there's an antenna on this either, and that can be problematic. So we'll need to be mindful of that. So I probably couldn't use the nav station anyway, is what I guess I'm getting at. Error PDA not found. Yeah, my PDA is in the pant pocket of my cargo pants. And I almost put the cargo pants in the backpack. And then I'm like, oh, I won't need them. And yeah, that's what happens, folks. Be prepared. I was not a Boy Scout, and it is starting to show. All right. Well, I don't have really any options at this point. There's nothing I can do. I could uninstall stuff, awesome, but we'll come back to it. This is just going to take an extra step is what it comes down to, or two. So we'll do the pass back to K-leg. 6 minutes. That's doable. 6 minute shuttle. That is completely doable. So whoa. Don't leave the ship though. All right. So I think you can close this while you wait. Current objectives, hostile takeover accusation. I probably need to clean some of these up. For a while, you might recall I had been kind of checking on these periodically, and I never was finding anybody because all the people either died or left the station, and so there just really wasn't much cause for looking for people I would need to talk to. We're going to go ahead and uninstall that can while we wait, and then we're just going to pick up the speed of time, and we will get the chimes here in just a minute that the system is ready for us to consider our next move. Yowzers. Okay. Yeah, all that jump jack cable. Not my favorite stuff. We've talked about that before. I usually uninstall it. What am I uninstalling now, though? Is that the nav station? Oh, and here we go. Yeah, let's board the shuttle and get back to the station. Ferry service has arrived. Okay, we're going to be using it again. So I'm hoping if I just grab the PDA and go back, I will be able to use it. My one fear, I'm going to grab a battery too. I think I can do that. Okay, so I don't think I meant to turn that off, but are we back at our ship? We are. Okay, so there's that mini battery that was sitting over here somewhere, and I ended up not selling it. I thought about selling it. Come on. Okay, I don't see it, but I know I've got one in here. Maybe I did sell it. I just didn't sell the second one. Lots of jumpy lagness here. Not loving that. Okay, we're going to come look in here, and, well, there's two batteries. Maybe I did indeed put one of them in each one. So, okay, so we have a battery. Oh, we need pants. PDA. you know what? I was going to say I'm going to set Emma to go and do whatever they want. I'm afraid they're going to get killed if I do that. I have run into that as well. So what time is it? It's 10 o'clock. Well, they're set to have free time anyway. So if I hadn't even paid attention, it would have happened. So we'll go ahead and let them do that. I'm going to jump over to them and go auto task. They are hungry. Let's take care of that first. That is not necessarily something they do on their own, is what I've noticed. Although they don't seem to just up and die on you either. So apparently at some point it's at least handling it. All right, we'll go with that. And then we will say auto task. Jump back to here. Inventory. Grab the pants into the backpack. And now we will call the shuttle again. Yeah, that wasn't the most smooth transition there, was it? But that's all on me. Okay, so we're on the ship. Let's install that battery just because we can. Watch it not have anything in it. That'd be even better, wouldn't it? So, okay, 3 on the battery. 1, 2, 3. Install. They're not scheduled to do work right now. Oh, yeah, that's awesome. I refuse to work. There we go. Well, look at that. The nav system is working. So it probably needs to be debugged. That isn't unusual, although it doesn't say it. So let's see where we're at. Okay, not what I was hoping. There we go. Antenna fault. Yes, we did kind of know that. We had a hunch that the antenna might be faulty. All right, so we look to be north of Ganymede. Yes, we are due north of Ganymede right now. Now I know where we are. We can get our ship. We can come join up with this, and we can kind of get it stabilized and ready to go and look at all the ships around us that we'll be able to work on. That's awesome. Be able to take goods from those and build this one up, and we're going to have a blast. So let's go ahead and just get that part started then. So the battery's running. We have a nav system. Oh, I want to see the condition of the transponder, and it is. The transponder is in good shape. So if we can avoid destroying the transponder, we can leave it where it's at, and I don't think that's going to be impossible. We can do whatever we want with the rest of the ship. This can be where you walk in from the airlock into the bridge. Might be more fun to do a couple of other things with it differently, but we can maybe move this up to here. It'll sit right next to the transponder, and then we can build out and around and have some fun with it. I am not going to go for matching walls and matching floors and all that stuff like I normally do. We're just going to kind of brute force this one and get it done. We spent a lot of time on the last one trying to make it look nice and all that. And in the future, I might do that again. But I'm pissed enough that that one is gone that I just kind of want to make one happen and sell it and say, there, I was able to do it. Check that box. All right, so we are on. Oh, one other thing I want to check. So let's see how fast we are moving towards or away from Ganymede. We don't have an antenna, so we are moving slightly away from it, it looks like. Or maybe slightly towards. I'm honestly not sure. Well, what's the range doing? It just went to 18. It must be coming towards because it said the range initially was 200, didn't it? Oh, I wonder if it's 200 to here then. And 17. Yeah, we're coming closer. All right. Yeah, it's 200 to the station. Okay, well, that's good to know. That's good to know. That's a slightly different number than the center of the asteroid. So yeah, I'm actually fine with that. This is where we can see names or call signs. We don't have a name for this ship, it looks like. Okay, well, that's something to keep in mind, but it's not important today. So let's jump out of here, open that pass one more time, and we're going to jump home, get ready to head up this way and find this bad boy. I'm not sure. So the price should be about the same to go to the port, 623. Yeah, these are distance related. The cost to move is related to the distance. So what I was wondering is if there's a difference in time, and it looks like it's about the same. It was 6 minutes before as well. So, okay, now we know. Well, while that's happening, I can go ahead and maybe uninstall a few things here. Let's start with the conduit that's all over here. And I literally mean all over. It's kind of nasty. I don't think we need, I'm not quite sure. There's our shuttle, so it doesn't actually matter. Took me too long. All right. So we are going to need conduit. Sorry about that. We are going to need conduit. We have a lot of flooring. We have some walls, not a ton. It has a nav system. It has a transponder that seems to be in good shape. So that is all good stuff. That is all really good stuff. Less for us to worry about. And yeah, I feel kind of good about that anyway. You know what I should do? I probably should have done this a while ago. I don't actually have a PDA on me, do I? Am I just missing it? Oh, here it is. Yeah, I didn't see that all the way over there. I'm going to put that in one of the pouches on the backpack because that makes sense, I think. Yeah, the backpack is almost always with me. I hold on to it when I'm in my EVA suit because I carry a lot of things in it. I know a lot of people don't do that. I get asked on some of my videos, why do you do that? It's just, honestly, it's probably habit, but I just like to have somewhere to store stuff. I have played enough RPGs that I know that you need space to store things. And so a backpack is a really good start there. All right. The good news is we don't need to worry about our battery power anymore because we have the reactor, and the reactor is in really good shape. But let's go ahead and go find that ship. And that's not what I wanted. We know we're due north. So, I want to go back to tracking my ship, not the target. That'll work. So let's come out here and get out of here, and we're going to go around the planet, or the body. Docking info. Probably should wait till that goes away. I have unpaid fees. So how many of these videos have I gone and looked to see what I owed and it was nothing, and now this time? Yeah. Late payment. Okay. Truth. I wonder if you pay for, well, it's more money than this would have been though. I don't know. I was wondering if you don't pay that until you pay all your bills, the pass fees. And that's possible. That might be what I'm kind of seeing there. So, okay, jump back in here. And we're paid up, so it's okay with it this time. And we're getting the heck out of Dodge. I hope that hauler is outbound, although it looks like it might be inbound. Nope, outbound. Good. That's probably the one that was beeping on us, so okay, that makes sense. And then we want to get to right about here-ish is where I think that one was. So we're going to speed up time just a little bit. Get ourselves moving in that general direction. Okay, we'll let that go for a minute or two. I did want to check on something. So this one indicates it's on, the intake. Is this one on as well? I guess that is the light there, isn't it? Okay, I see it now. Okay, good. I was afraid that I'd maybe miswired this because I did it a little differently than I had the other one. Kind of, I guess maybe not as much as I thought I did. It's just different angle. But there we have that. Let's go ahead and install this guy right here. I was thinking of, where was I thinking of? I was going to put one in somewhere that felt a little less obvious. Maybe I thinking here. I was thinking I could maybe put it here. It would sit there. I mean, I don't need access to these. These might as well be walls. I think that's what I'll do. And it's right here. So 1, 2, that'll work. It's a matter of figuring out what to put in all these. I mean, most of it's going to have just the supplies for running flips, right? I'm going to put flooring and walls and that in there. These have conduit and whatnot. And I will somehow figure out how I want that to look map-wise. I could have put one here, I guess, but maybe what I'll do over here is put one of those 4 long 1x4s in here. I'll have to move this one. Oh, and we probably could stand to go and check where we're moving to now. That down there, and then you get installed right there. Doesn't block the light. Yeah, that's good. Okay. And there shouldn't be anything in that because I bought it brand new. Okay. Did I leave Emma? I did, didn't I? Okay. The silent majority there, we can see it now, so that's good. Let's line up with that. We're moving very, very fast. It almost might be better to clear these so I don't have to dodge them later. I'm going to go ahead and do that. Let's get well clear of those. There we are. That'll do it. And then we will start to adjust our velocity towards that. Not bad. We're moving at 219 meters a second. So normally I will go about 100 meters per second when I'm kind of in the mindset of doing some other stuff while I'm flying, because that gives me enough time to get to the console, stop the acceleration, or well, decelerate, stop the velocity, the closing rate, and make adjustments and get her done. At 200, I need to be a lot more careful. We'd only have 11 minutes anyway. I'm going to fast forward just a bit. And then we'll go ahead and slow down to about 100. You'll notice that the ETA is not going to double entirely. It'll go up, but it's not going to double because we're drifting at a higher speed right now. So if you want to eyeball it, you probably should double it. And the acceleration probably doesn't make enough difference there, but there we go. So I had talked about I could put lockers up this way, and racks. I call them lockers also. They kind of look like lockers to me. I don't know. Kind of assume there's like drawers or doors or something coming off the sides there. But anyway, we do have the one card out there already. And I did want to kind of look into why this is still considered an engineering room as opposed to a cargo space. And my next extension is I'm basically going to bring it down and make this all cargo. It's going to be a big cargo hold area, and I'm probably, I might make a hallway that runs down. I would probably gerrymander it around here that is literally the access for engineering to kind of, that's, we'd put the heater and we'd put coolers and things like that in there. Are we there already? That's awesome. Nope. Okay, we're passing that other one. Okay, I should have known that. So we're still at 20 minutes. Yeah, I wasn't fast forwarding. I didn't think I was. Anyway, so that's kind of the idea of where things might go here in the near future. Oh, I know what I was wondering. I left Emma back at home, didn't I? Well, that was a mistake. Let's get docked and see if there's anything we can do about that. I don't know if there will be. And, so these are good. I wonder what I have in these. I forgot. This might be where I have some of like the tanks or something. Nothing in that one. Oh, I probably can't pick it up because I'm carrying that one. So put him here. What's in this one? Pick it up. There's where the N2 was. Okay, I knew I had some in a rack somewhere. I couldn't remember where. That's the one. And that is absolutely fine. I just wanted to know where. And is that one more? No, it's the 4. So that's all good. And as we approach, so am I holding another one and I'm not seeing it? Nope. Did I toss it out? It's out there. Awesome. I somehow jettisoned it. I don't think I can pick it. Oh, no. Don't do that. Yeah, let's cancel that. I don't want him running outside just yet. We can certainly deal with that later once we are docked with the other ship. Man, a couple of things to think about now. So I somehow ejected that out there, and that's fine, but we also want to check on Emma when we get back. So I'm just going to go sit at the station, and we're just going to power through this full speed. Oh, we're almost there anyway. All right. So we pre-delivered some of our goods. I really hadn't used that a lot, using pass to move between ships. And maybe that's a technique to consider when you're doing a flip. Once you own it, clearly it doesn't show up until you own it, which makes sense. They don't want you, hijacking somebody's ship. But once I owned it, wow, I was way off here. Let's see how bad. Okay. That should get us close. There it is. They obviously don't want you hijacking a ship, so I get that. So you can't just go to anyone. But at the same time, that's a nice, convenient way to get around. And maybe you should start looking into some of the limitations of that. Okay, I don't know that I can do much better than that. Well, it drifted more than I thought it would. Okay, we are connected to our small ship called the Silent Majority. Let's take a peek here. Yeah, that all looks good. We had all that work we were starting to do, and then the shuttle got here. So that's fine. Now here's the magic question. If I try jumping into Emma right now, first of all, let's get our suit on just in case something stupid happens. So if I go and I try jumping into Emma, can I then have Emma take the shuttle to get here? And I'm going to guess I will not be able to do that. And my entire reasoning for thinking that is because Emma does not typically have the ability to spend money. So any money it would cost for her to travel, she's not going to have. And that's a little disappointing. So we'll see what happens here. Okay, helmet on. Oxygen is decent. It's not awesome. It's good enough. And let's go ahead and swap out that battery because we can. And there we go. All right, he's ready to jump on that other ship. We're going to take the helmet off because we are leaving him for just a moment. Look at that. Emma is alive and well on K-Leg. That's good. Sitting by the air dock. Probably angry that we left her behind. Okay. So, can you use this? No. Doesn't look like it. Well, nuts. We're going to have to go back for Emma if we decide to keep her around. I'm just making sure I really truly can't. Well, I don't see it. I mean, that's the problem. I can click these. Oh, look at that. She can get picked up. At least it indicates she can. I don't know if that actually would have worked. Cancel the shuttle. Definitely don't want to send her somewhere that she doesn't need to go at all. Okay, well, she's set to playtime right now anyway. We'll let her do her thing, and hopefully she doesn't get killed and, you know, put a helmet on and all that fun stuff like happens so often. And I think I'm not sure I'm comfortable enough with saving the game from here. So we're going to jump back to Mochad, and then we are going to end this episode, and we'll pick up here in the near future. Really sorry about the loss of the Millennium Conclusion. That's a real bummer. I'm very disappointed by that, but we have this new ship now that we're going to build out and make it look fantastic and see if we can sell it for, let's aim for 650 for this one. I think the last one we saw coming in at 5.8. Let's go for 650. And, you know, you never know. Aim for the stars. Thank you for your time, and until next time, fair travels.